We're going to talk today about Christina's workshop, which is going to be amazing, called Master Your Body, Master Your Voice.
Yay!
And it's for anybody out there who is a singer, who loves to sing, and wants to get more connected to their body and wants to know how to nourish their body in a healthy and wonderful way.
It's so funny that we were doing this live right now because I just had a voice lesson where I spent 20 minutes just like not connected to my body at all. And the second she had me do a squat, it was like, oh, okay, there's the rest of me. That is what the workshop is about. So
love it. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about it.
I am not above it. I do it myself.
Totally. I mean, we have to as singers. I mean, when I was practicing a handle aria, I was doing it squatting against the wall. So,
as you should.
You know, you have to do that. Christina, tell us a little bit, the Reader's Digest version of your background, what led you to singing, what led you to teaching, and where you are today.
I went to school for performance. I was like a young, talented little bean who didn't know anything. And someone was like, go here and do this. And I was like, okay. And then I decided to go into performance because I loved it. And so I got a degree in music education, which I owe a lot to because I can sight read anything, which is great. So I got my bachelor's in that, and then I decided I wanted to go for my master's in performance. And I love to teach and I love to sing, and I wanted to be able to combine them. And for a very long time, I am a plus size woman, and I spent a very, very long time not understanding how my body worked because everyone told me it was wrong forever. And so I pretended I felt things that I didn't, and I was just talented enough that I could people were like, oh my God, your voice is so pretty. And I'd be like, yeah, it is. Don't think about the technique and how shitty it is right now. And I could get away with that for a long time. And then I wound up for the first time kind of finding fitness in a different way than I ever had before. And that really opened things up for me. And I was like, oh, I would love to work with this. I'd love to work on body work and how your body is your voice. And when I finally found it, it was really cathartic, and I cried a lot. And so I want other people to cry a lot. No, I'm just kidding. I want other people to feel free,
That speaks a lot to how, modern education doesn't fit everyone, doesn't fit everybody. How we've learned the pedagogy of singing is not in every single body.
Right.
And so you have to find what fits for you and who you are and what your instrument is the way it is. And you shouldn't.
It's the same for fitness. Yeah. Right? Like the fitness industry is very catered to one specific body type. Mm-hmm. And just because you do a modification of something or you do it differently, it doesn't make it wrong. It just means it works for you.
There are so many times that we're talking about coordinating things for fitness, for working out. And I'm like, oh my God, this is just like singing. This is just like coordinating your body to sing. Yes. It's so much the same. Speak a little bit about you being an HAES advocate.
Yes. So HAES stands for Health at Every Size. So I believe in a culture that I would like to see where everybody can be healthy.
Yes.
For what that body can do. It's not about look or size. It's about feel. And I really believe that the way that I feel things is completely different than the way that you feel them. And we are still both healthy. And I think that we assume a lot about a person or about what their abilities are or how healthy they are based on how they look, but that's not necessarily true. And I'm a prime example of that. And I know a lot of other people that are prime examples of that. And it goes into, being someone who is like a fat politics activist. And I say that with the full understanding that I am on the very smaller end of what that looks like. And there are people like much larger than me, but I am an advocate for, fat people. But I also think I know, a ton of very thin women who are shamed in the same ways, and so I really just believe in all bodies have the ability to be healthy.
Yeah.
And I love seeing different people do interesting things. Like what you do is different than me, and that's cool.
Yeah.
And that's interesting.
Yeah. And it makes us just as unique as our voice, right? Like everybody is every body shape, every body size is valid and wonderful and beautiful. 100%. And same with our voice, right? So you just have to find what works for you and what works for your body type and what works for your voice. And that's why I'm so excited about this workshop, because it is open to anyone as long as you love to sing.
It doesn't really matter what your ability level is. It doesn't really matter what your nutritional, like what your diet looks like every day. Like everyone's going to be different. And that's really what's exciting, because I don't really believe in assembly line singers. I don't like, like factory singers. Like I am more interested in you as the person, because that's what makes the artist, like you're an artist.
Yeah, it's what makes you unique. Like who wants to sound like everybody else? Boring.
However, there are a few singers that if I sounded like them, I wouldn't say no, but
same. So do you need to be like a fitness junkie to do this workshop?
No.
You don't.
Honestly, it'll be really fulfilling if you're not a fitness junkie.
Yeah.
Because you'll get so much out of the program.
Don't have to be a fitness junkie. Don't have to be like,
you
can know a lot about nutrition.
You can. If you come in and you're like, hey, I swing kettlebells for fun, I'm going to be like, okay, well then pick up a bell and let's figure out a way to sing with it.
We said you're going to be cooking together with the class, which is so cool. But what do people need to know prior to? Like, do they need like a fully stocked kitchen to do these recipes?
No, not at all. I really want to tailor it to the people that sign up. So I have ideas of things that I would like to do and I would like to cook, but it's really going to be dependent on who signs up and what their nutrition looks like day to day. If somebody is used to a certain diet, I'm not going to throw in things that are going to like disrupt what they do on a daily basis, because I'm not going to throw, I'm not going to throw cogs with the wheel or whatever to what you're normally doing, because that's probably going to affect your body in a weird way. But I do want to talk to everybody about, how to fuel your body for singing specifically. It's very easy to undereat, and it's very easy to overeat. And there's no judgment about it. It has nothing to do with what you look like. It has all to do about how your mechanism functions.
And how you feel.
And how you feel, right? Because how you feel is indicative of how your mechanism is functioning.
Mm-hmm.
It's your facility, right? It's your body is your instrument. You need to fuel that instrument properly.
When you sign up, there is a questionnaire, a very brief questionnaire that has some questions like that about what your daily nutrition kind of looks like, what your fitness journey is like. And again, there's no judgment here. It's just to help us tailor the workshop for you.
Yeah.
So we will ask all that information when you sign up. And we will also be sending you recipes and shopping list prior to, so you can have everything you need before you start. So we start on Saturday and Sunday at 11 o'clock. Yeah. And the first workshop is called Finding Air in Your Body, which I love because the basis of all singing is air. So you have to start with that. Plus like a little welcome and a warm up, which is great. You have a little break, and then you're going to cook lunch together. Then you'll have a longer break to eat said lunch and to chill. And then you'll come back at 2 o'clock for your last workshop of the day. And that goes from 2 to 3:30. It's called What is the Core? Another very foundational part of singing and of anything, really. So then on Sunday, your morning workshop is combining those two things, breath and core. Vocal freedom workshop. I love that. Little breaky break. Come back, fix lunch together, take another break and eat your lunch. And then the afternoon workshop that day on Sunday is called The Rest of the Body. Let's see how it all ties in. And then it ends with a little Q&A and how they can keep in touch with you maybe, and all those wonderful things.
Yeah. It's so nice to hear you talk about it, because I'm like, wow, you can't wait to do that.
Anything else you want to say about this workshop?
I am incredibly passionate about it. Because finding freedom and finding my own voice was such a journey, and it's something very near and dear to me. And I want to say that I really respect and understand that some people are going to feel a little like about something like this. And what I'd like people to know is that it's completely a safe space for them. come as you are, and I love you as you are. And if you take one thing out of the workshop, I mean, you won't, you'll take a million, but if you take one thing out of it, I hope it's that, you know, I am able to validate you as you are. I am able to affirm your body as it is. I am able to add to your toolbox so that you can be effective and feel confident and feel good about the work that you're putting forth, because being healthy and being a healthy singer leads to a long career, and the healthier you sing, the more artistic you can be.
Yeah.
It's all about freedom. So
all about freedom. It's all about feeling good in your own body and feeling good with your own instrument and having like pride in that, because it's yours. It's unique.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yay!
Thank you for joining us today to chat about the workshops. Christina's workshop is called Master Your Body, Master Your Voice, and it's June 26th and 7th. Starts at 11 o'clock. It ends at 3:30, but you will be not sitting in front of your computer for 4.5 hours, okay? Well, first of all, it's a very active workshop, so you'll be up and moving anyways, but there are frequent breaks. You're going to be cooking lunch together in the middle, which is going to be so cool. And we'll make sure you have everything you need to get prepared for this workshop. And yeah, if you're interested, there's a link in my bio to sign up, or you can message me here on MTC Music Academy. You can email me at contact@MTC Music Academy. And if you have any questions or you want to know how to get started, it's very simple. And we'd love to have you.
Yes, please come.
Yay!